Hello and welcome. In this video lesson, you will learn how to create a new file, open an existing file, save a file with a new name, create a new document by copying an existing document, and how to close a file. So let's get started. To create a new file, select File, New. The new dialog displays. From the list, select the type of file you want to create. For example, if you want to create part file, select Part and click OK. Enter the part name. For example, Plate. Click OK. The new dialog displays a list of all documents you have a license to create. To open an existing file, select File, Open. The File Selection dialog displays. Navigate to the directory that contains the file and select it from the list. Click Open to open the file. The File Selection dialog is standard throughout most Windows programs. The drop-down list to the right of File Name text box lets you filter the visible files to one particular type. For example, drawings. Show the Preview pane displays a preview image for the selected part. You can open several files at once by holding the Control key and selecting them from the list in the File Selection dialog. Select File, Save As to save the open document with a new name. This is useful if you want to make a copy of a document, such as a modified version, without overwriting the previously saved version. The Save As dialog displays. Navigate to the directory where you want to save the file and enter a new name in the File Name text box. Click Save to save the new file. Remember, when you save a file by giving it the name of another existing file, by selecting File, Save As, that lets you overwrite an existing file. This does not mean that the new file is identical to the original one. As a matter of fact, a file is identified by its name, but also by its unique universal identifier, or what they called it UUID, which differs from one file to another, except when a file is a copy of another one, for instance. To illustrate this, let's suppose a CAT product containing two parts, Part 1 and Part 2. Product 1 and the two parts it points to are saved in the same folder. Then the Product 1 is closed. A new part is created by selecting File, New. The new part is saved as Part 2 in the same folder, so that it overrides the original Part 2. Then, the new Part 2 is closed. When reopening Product 1, you are informed that Part 2 cannot be found. The reason is that the new document saved as Part 2 has been given a new unique universal identifier, or UUID, when selecting File, New, and this new UUID is different from the one assigned to the original Part 2. Therefore, the link between Product 1 and Part 2 is considered as broken, even if a Part2.cat part document do exist, because the original Part 2 does not exist anymore. If you want to reroute the link to the new Part 2, you need to select Edit, Links, then Replace. To create a new file by copying an existing file, select File, New From. The File Selection dialog displays. Select the file you want to copy, navigating if necessary. Click Open to open the new file. New From command is very similar to Save As. When you select File, New From, the file selection dialog displays, allowing you to select the file you want to copy. This file then opens as a new document. This is safer than using Save As, because there is a little chance of accidentally overwriting the old file. Remember, you cannot use a New From on a document you already have open. To save any changes you have made to a document, select File, Save. If you are working on a new file that you have not yet saved, when you select File, Save, the Save As dialog displays, allowing you to give the document a name and directory location. Select Save All command to save all open modified files. To close the active document, select File, Close. You can also close the file by clicking the X icon in the top right corner of the graphics window. If the file has unsaved changes, CATIA asks if you want to save them. Select Yes to save, No to close the file without saving, and Cancel to return to the file without closing or saving. That's all for this video. In the next lesson, I'm going to cover the Save Management option. Please join me. Thanks for watching. See you soon.